yet another JJK live stream. Yet another. Mm-hmm. Facts. Okay. We need to try out. Not domain investigation. We're gonna leave that. We're gonna try out, I guess, a little bit of tower. We're gonna try Jogo again. And honestly, I might dump a bunch of stamina. Honestly, let me go ahead and do that right now. Because illusory tower doesn't cost any money or anything, or any money, any experience, or any stamina. Goodness, any stamina or anything. So I can go ahead and just do that. Let's get the multi-stream chat up. Cool. And then also maybe I want to get Twitch over here. Just maybe, maybe. Is it main screen? No, it's all the way over here. Come in for the event quest. Use one of these. I say my PC is getting up to odd business. It's starting to lag out and shit. But yeah, I gotta work in a little while, but I'm honestly just kind of vibing out. Trying to get some grinding done up here, cause some days on JJK, why are you awake? Cause I went to sleep. Did I go to sleep early? What time did I go to sleep? Probably went to sleep before 11 o'clock even. I really don't need that much sleep to be awake really. So I mean, I guess I just woke up and I feel like I tried to lay back down. I feel like I woke up earlier than I actually did. And I tried to go back to sleep, and instead of going back to sleep, do I even really need to open Twitch? I can see the Twitch chat right here. But instead of going to sleep, I just kind of laid there for a little while and watched videos, and then you watch enough inspirational videos in the morning, you're like, all right, let me get up and do something with my life. But the inspirational videos are just kind of like a little pseudo catalyst. Eventually, you become able to just kind of get out of bed and do the stuff yourself. That's kind of where I was with it. I was laying in bed and I realized it's like almost you could see yourself completely slumped in bed, and then you're just like, dude, I'm awake right now. All I have to do is like kind of remind myself what being awake is like. And then once you get used to the idea of being awake again, you can kind of just get up and do whatever the hell you need to do. I don't know if I needed to come all the way back out right here. That's ass. That's an ass pack. Like only $25 for that crystal is cool, but like usually because it also comes with other stuff in addition. I see. I won't be up for much longer myself. Almost 4 a.m. for me. It is 4 a.m. for me. It's 4:42 for me. So it's like 3:42 for you. But like you be staying up hella, don't you? I actually went to bed. Like even though it wasn't 7 hours or 8 hours, you see how bad that is. You're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep, and my mind just naturally defaults into say, even though it was 7 hours, like that's the regular amount. No, even though it's not 8 hours, I still function somehow. If we can call it functioning. Rather, if I had more sleep, I would function at a higher level. And maybe what I'm doing right now, I couldn't even call it functioning. Who knows? Maybe I'm just going through the motions. Let's do this. Is this song not copyright? So I only did this, well, one, because I do want to auto farm this quest in a second here, but also that just gives me hella stamina for the I still gotta reset the page like 2 more times. So I got 2 singles, low key, and 300 cubes on my waiting on me, so that's not bad. But also I need to do a few more runs in the Jogo stage as well, and try to beat that last floor with 3 stars, or at least try to beat it so I can come back in and get 3 stars. There we go. My sleep schedule is fucked up. I sleep and lay in bed most days and get up to work. Hardly on my PC now. Yeah, honestly, there be kind of like periods of your life. You gotta think, bro. Even me as a content creator, where like being on my computer could mean making money. Even still, being on my computer all the time can be a lot, and you can burn out on anything if you're doing it enough. You know what I'm saying? And I love my computer, and and I'm doing stuff on it even when I'm not streaming. But it's like now I'm kind of like, sometimes I want a little time away from the screen, man. Sometimes you just gotta go and like. It's cool to have all these things for yourself, but sometimes you really just gotta go into the world and just see what's out there for you. Low key, bro. I feel like I'm still trying to wake up right now, so I'm gonna set this on the auto battle for now. Cause I got some stuff that I want to like look. I really got out of bed because like I have information that I want to look up on like new stuff for my bedroom. Uh, Wait, is this the team I was using for? It is the team I was using. If I really wanted to maximize my points, I could realistically put the green Momo in here and get even more percent. That would only put me at 47%. But I feel like the buff that blue Momo is giving over what green Momo would give is probably more beneficial, honestly. Okay. I need like a size comparison video of like a queen size. Okay, question for you, like if you know it all, or anybody who's watching and pretending that they're not watching, weirdos. Um, I need like a point of reference for like how much bigger is a king size bed to a queen size bed. No, this. My UG actually hits like decently hard. Being 5 star, finished Lunasario, mid unit, not someone I'd use without Blue Tarmiel with Relic. Way bigger. Okay, way bigger. Okay. Because honestly, I need a new bed, and I'm trying to decide like, hmm. All right, let me take a look over here. Because like honestly, it's like I had both, and it's way bigger. Okay. How tall are you? Wait, I guess one, how tall are you? Two, I'm 6 foot. Like, am I gonna get a queen size bed and my feet are hanging off the damn at the edge of the damn bed, bro? Dude, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Like, I can't front of you, bro. The universe absolutely blessed me in all of my efforts in giving me that blue Momo on that multi, bro. Ah. And it's like, yes, Blue Momo is cracked, but it's more so just like it's just that peace of mind knowing that I can start working on the character right now rather than having to like. It's a lot easier to put the materials into a character than it is to save materials for a character, especially when you have a bunch of other characters you're trying to work on. Vindo a Liverpool. I can't use any cues. You're good with a queen bed, but I don't know, I'm 6'1" and I sleep in a ball, so I'm not hanging off or anything. That's what I'm saying. Might you have to go for that king size bed, bro? Fuck it. Hey, bro, it never hurts to be prepared. I gotta get a really like high quality frame though, so it lasts a while. So no matter like where I take so I'm not buying another frame for a while. Cause smaller bed you can buy like shitty frames, but a bigger bed you definitely need a better frame. Okay, bro, it's like day by day I get Momo up a single level, And Mahito is really close. So Yuji, Momo are grade 11 fully. Yaga, I don't think I've started yet. Oh, I have. Okay, no, I need 300 of those. 300 of those plates. I'm kind of tempted to see what I can get here. When did Blue Momo come out on Global? Oh my gosh, that's horrendous. When did she come out? Let me see. I'm just gonna pull up the timeline. I was gonna try to remember exactly, but like, she came out. I'm pretty sure she dropped right before Hollow Purple Gojo. But let me pull it up over here. Yeah, I hate my computer a little bit, but it's cool though. It's just another level of adversity for me to face. Why are you so slow? Uh. So, dude, what the fuck? I'm so upset right now. Like, why is this skipping around so hard, bro? I'm literally just browsing Google Chrome. That's insane to think about. In the first month of the game, in this order, obviously, you know, they had the initial banner. Then they had Junpei, right into Fushiguro, right into JJK0, right? Then right into December is Momo. And right after Momo is Yuji. And Momo's banner had Kamo snuck in on it too. I didn't summon on Momo's banner though, so if I knew I was gonna end up wanting Kamo, I might have summoned on the Momo banner just to go ahead and knock it out and get one of them at least. But it is what it is. Kamo. So the characters I need are Kamo, Domain Expansion, Fushiguro. I would like more copies of Momo and more copies of Hollow Purple Gojo. All of those things can be acquired from these tickets. And I'm honestly not that worried because Animal Delos, bro, this game makes me want to end my existence. XX for real, for real. For why? It's just a game, bro. At the end of the day, games are meant to be turned off when you're tired of them. But I have 144 tickets. Once I get up to 200 tickets, that's 20 more multis. You can already see I have 200 points right here on the exclusive gacha point. So I'll be able to buy two character tickets, two guaranteed SSR tickets whenever that happens. Hey, bro, you win some, you lose some, but you gotta learn how to pick your battles. Pitied Yuta, pitied Geto, pitied Blue Yuji, pitied Team Gojo, 200 summons without Team Geto, 150 summons without Blue Momo, 120 summons without Yellow Nami, etc., etc. Literally only get people if I pity them, period. Hey, bro, here's the thing about that. Rate up doesn't exist on your account. I mean, rate up isn't real, bro. Let's be real here. They say rate up, but like, what does it really matter in the grand scheme of things when the rates are already fucking infinitesimal anyway? Falling into the trap of thinking that rate up actually means something is crazy. Like, yeah, it's cool. Like, look, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.7. Okay, cool. But like, bro, how big of a change is that really, bro? You're getting a 0.5% more chance, which really ain't shit if you think about the fact that there's all these characters already, all these pages already. Like, you essentially, and this is another new thing up here as well, and the page has a higher chance. I have every standard banner unit A5 because I only get off banners. Bro, I'm a level with you. I have every standard unit A5 as well. Actually, the only ones that aren't A5 are Maki and Panda. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I've literally traded in enough dupes of Panda for him to be 5-star, and I've maybe traded in one dupe of Maki, so she would have probably actually only been truly 4-star. But either way, bro, like, when I wasn't rerolling on this game, it was like my Genshin artifact grind, just getting defense, and when I'm trying to build Mavuika. Oh, okay. I don't know who Mavuika is. I don't keep up to date with Genshin characters. But yeah, Animal Delos, I can't front of you, bro. Like, And a Modelos, kind of that almost sounds like Modelos at the end with the banner rates. Like, oh, okay, yeah, like, dude, banner rates are a myth, bro. Like, people get tricked into the fact of thinking that higher numbers means higher percentage, which it does, which means higher sense of like guarantee. But it's all RNG. It's all RNG. As long as there are other contributors to what you could be getting, and there is a percent chance of other things coming, even if the one thing that you're trying to get is rated up a little bit, in the sea of, I don't even know how much I'm deep into this game. 2000, I've lost count. So much spending equals boosted rates. No, much spending doesn't equal boosted rates. You can boost your life rates and your money rates if you just stop summoning in the game. Like, it's a matter of, like, bro, I'm gonna level with you, bro. I pity Yuta as well. That was just a painful experience. Understandable, but like, Geto is, I don't know about that one, dog. Pity Blue Yuji, I definitely don't know about that one, dog. Pity Teen Gojo, I don't know. I don't know about that one, dog. 200 summons in Team Geto is crazy to me. 150 summons without Blue Momo is also crazy to me because Momo's just gonna come out on the standard banner later. 120 summons without Yellow Nanami is also crazy to me because he's just gonna come out on the standard banner later. Bro, you don't have to spend, bro. Just wait. Everybody, hey, bro. All I'm saying is, Animal Delos, you are making your own experience right now. Of course, it's going to suck dick and balls when you're playing a game and you spent 2,000. I mean, everyone's like waiting for pity transfer, but pity transfer doesn't matter if you have to spend 250 for every character. I'm not talking about pity transfer. See, I didn't say that. You just put words in my mouth. That pity transfer shit is fucking useless because even if you spend all your cubes on a banner, you only get half of the pity transfer is like a pseudo pity transfer. You get half of what you spent for the banner into the next banner, which is still cool, I guess. But I mean, like, no, pity transfer is not that like, no, I don't care about pity transfer. I'm just saying in general, there's gonna be a much more efficient way for you to chase Blue Yuji, Yellow Nanami, and Blue Momo. So you could have saved 150 plus 120 summons right there in pity. So 250, you could have saved like 520 summons right there, just not summoning for those characters because those characters aren't even like super meta. I mean, Momo is meta, that's for sure, but you didn't even get her. So honestly, you could have just waited for the tickets. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And I'm not saying that like, I'm not saying to spend less money. Trust me, I've been to a point where I've spent a bunch of money in a gacha game before, right? Just because I wanted to, not even because because I wanted to. And the game turned out to be fucking shit in the end. So it's whatever, bro. I get it, but like honestly, it's all about self control, bro. All right. Let's see if I can get the last copy of the page real quick and fuse it in for extra points on this run. So what you're saying is he has to spend more. Self-control was lost that day. To be fair, I regret Blue Yuji, but I was so sick and tired of the shaft. I wanted to win and got into the trap of rage pulling, and before I knew it, it was pitying. So that's the thing about life. Everything in life is a game for real. Because if you think about it, you are a video game character. As you go through your missions, you can pick up side quests if you like and gain extra experiences that are optional but will help to, polish your armor, sharpen your sword, whatever, right? But you have to find what systems in life are gacha games or games that you can pour your resources into. Because gacha games are just something you pour your resources into in hopes that you get like good results out of. But in life, you have a little more control because you can fine tune exactly what you are pouring your money into and getting your experiences out of it. If the game is being like that for you and it's causing you to do those kind of things, you probably need to I'm not gonna say delete the game, but like if you said self-control was lost in your rage pulling and stuff like that, because I can't front on you, even when I've pulled a lot and going deep for a character, it's never from a point of like rage pulling or nothing. It's just like hey bro, it's a necessary evil, I guess, if I want this character. It's just accepting the consequences of your actions beforehand. It's just kind of like, fuck it. When you can accept the consequences of your action beforehand, you can kind of be in more of a level-headed like thinking space and be like, yo, I'm this deep in the banner right now, but like at least I'm thinking from a legitimate standpoint of, yo, I really want to do this versus like I'm gonna do this off impulse, off of my emotions right now. because when you do things off of your emotions at the moment, you will always regret those things back then, unless it's something like, say it's like a positive emotion. I think typically acting off of positive emotions can end in a good end well. There we go. But sometimes acting off of pleasurable emotions can also be positive emotions can also end poorly. I had to change pleasurable out for positive because pleasurable emotions maybe are not always good for you to experience either. But it's all there are definitely other resources to pour your time into, my man. And if you want to keep playing JJK, that's fine, but you got to work out some sort of system for yourself. You got to make you got to make a binding vow for yourself to make sure that there's a certain to limit your power, my man. Yeah, it was a bad, rough week at work, rough times at home, rough times with health, and I wanted some dopamine, and that ended up being the opposite of positive feelings because it ended up pitying a garbage trash unit, and literally will never use once Sakuna is out. So that's perfectly okay. I was just explaining to my homie last night that everybody has like their darker side of themselves, which they like to keep under wraps, and you have the lighter side of yourself, which is acceptable socially. And the dark side of yourself is the impulsive side of yourself, and you try to keep that side of yourself under wraps. But think about when you try to quit doing things cold turkey, right? When you try to quit doing things cold turkey, you fall out of the behavior, and it's okay for a few days or a few hours or however long you can last. And then once you are exposed to that thing again, you fall back into that habit hard. When we try to constrict ourselves in certain aspects, it's almost as if we're trying to cold turkey that part of our personality, and that part of our personality comes back harder. So I don't think that it was wrong for you to summon like you did if you wanted to get that, if you wanted to express your emotions that you had and get that emotion out of your system. It's like, yes, you feel negative because of the way you did it, because you need to go back and regain the resources that you expended to have that emotional. Okay, everybody likes to use the term crashing out. Okay, let's say that fully feeling how you feel and letting your emotions consume you and just acting on that for a little bit, let's call that crashing out. Everybody crashes out. I crash out every day, bro. I micro crash out every single day. I'm at work and I'm just like, man, fuck this shit. And then I take those negative emotions and I transmute them into something more positive, and I remind myself like, yo, the shift will end eventually, right? With the gacha game, that kind of translates to, yo, these banners are trash, but honestly, I can turn the game off at any time I feel like it. Sometimes you just keep summoning because the banner's in your face, and sometimes all it takes is literally just turning the game off and just not looking at the banner, because looking at that shit is just gonna make you mad. Have you ever been in a situation and you talked about the situation to somebody else, and then as you talk about them to the situation, your emotions get all worked back up to that level once again? And it's like, bro, why are you even mad anymore? You're not even in that situation before. That's why that's why I have not a strict rule. People are allowed to talk about what they want to talk about, but that's why I have a rule of when I'm at work, when people are telling me about something messed up that happened at work before I got there, I'm like, yo, I'm okay if you tell me this because you're not gonna mess up my energy. But since you're still in the environment when it happened, and it happened so freshly in your mind, and when you talk about this, you're gonna recreate the situation in your mind. Are you sure that you want to talk about this right now, or do you want to let this go? Do you want to let this go and let it live in the past so that you can move past it, and then we can talk about it the next day or the next day if you feel like it, right? But yeah, sometimes you literally just gotta walk away from a situation that's pissing you off, and you just need time to think. I feel like the world teaches you that if you're not able to think pinpoint oh, there's something wrong with you, and I do happen to have the ability to make decisions at a moment's notice, but even still I'd like to stand back and consider all my options, just because you always have that right. So yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I didn't have anything else to put that energy or those feelings into, but summoning for Blue G, I just wish Global would have rushed the standard pool and update instead. I'm at 600 Gacha Parade tickets with 110 pity points and on the banner already pulled to get non-standard, and I'm just waiting for the update to try and get domain expansion Megumi, whom I missed out on, and joined the game after. So I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's dude, this is why I like to just talk to people, because I feel like people are taught to just deal with their own problems and suck it the fuck up. I'm dude, I'm just bro, people don't realize if they just talked about half of their problems, that all they need is a soundboard so that they can vocalize their issues and actually just talk about real solutions. When it's in your head, it seems impossible because it's like a thought producing in your head. When you say it out loud and somebody else can talk about it in a normal space, in a normal sense with you, then you feel like it's more of a normal thing. You're like, maybe this isn't that crazy of a problem I'm thinking of, and I'm really just like overreacting to it. And then I'm just like, okay, let me lock in and find an answer here. But domain expansion Megumi actually, I did I think 2,400 cubes for him right before Yuta came out. Of course, I had no idea Yuta was coming out, and by the time I saw that Yuta was coming out, it was too late. But I spent 2,400 cubes on domain expansion Megumi. I didn't get him, and I didn't even know that he was that good. I was just like, yo, that's a domain expansion character. I just want this character because domain expansion is a cool mechanic, and I don't think I ever had a domain expansion character on the or not 2,400, 24,000. I'm sorry, yes, 24,000. But literally, I did the 8 multis and then Yuta came out, and I can't in front of you the feeling of dread in my spirit before Yuta even came out, knowing that I had spent those 8 multis worth of cubes, knowing that could have gone to Yuta, bro. I was already kind of crushed on the Yuta banner. Then I go to the Yuta banner, and yeah, I absolutely did have to pity him, and I was kind of salty because I pulled that man's page 4 times beforehand, but then I really had to think. If you know you're going to get the character, why even be mad when you don't have the character in between? If you have, like, yes, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to get the amount of cubes that you want and summon and get the character earlier than you expected. But if you walk into it with the mentality, all right, I'm just pitying this motherfucker. Who cares? You know, if you walk in and accept that you're going to pit, if you can accept the consequences beforehand, the sensations that you feel, dude, I wish Yuta healed himself too. Why do I wish Yuta healed himself? Because if you know how to use reverse curse technique on other people, you absolutely 100% have to know how to use that shit on yourself. The only person who could possibly be a case of somebody who doesn't know how to use curse energy, reverse curse technique on themselves but can use it on other people is maybe Shoko, because maybe her shit is just naturally wired that way. Because I've never seen Shoko need to heal herself because she's always in the cut. But like that's the only person I know. But I don't know. She's like a medic. Does that even really count? Like she's specifically for the purpose of healing. Like I'm not gonna lie, she was kind of crucial, and she was a baddie. So it's like, of course I'm gonna have rose-colored glasses for her. She got that whole emo girl vibe going on, so of course I'm gonna be there for it. Oh, who's that? Animal Delos. You just locked in with the Daddy Man. Appreciate you, my man. Let's see. Yeah, I figure I am already gonna have to pity Zone Yuji, Domain Expansion, Gojo, Miguel, and Sukuna, as well as whenever we get Shibuya Resurrection, Toji, and the Kenjaku unit. But anywho, I'm at work right now, so gonna be AFK for a minute. But appreciate you, man. You talking the real, talking all. No, bro. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's good for real. I'm good. Honestly, my whole mindset is and you don't gotta answer me, bro. I know you're AFK. I know you got a job to do. I be watching streams at work too, but so, luckily I'm in a position where if it's dead, it's dead. I can fully like sit down and play games on my Switch. I sit down at the bar and watch soccer, like all kinds of stuff. But I'm chilling, and I've always had the mentality. I'm pretty sure you have more followers than Dojo. I mean, that's cool. All I'm saying is I don't really like to base my metrics off of other people's metrics because everybody has their own path, man. I'm just taking the steps that I'm taking, but I'm gonna level with you. I know that I am a social force to be reckoned. My socializing and communication skills are formidable, quite scary. I was just telling my friends last night. I am pretty much communicating on an energy frequency level at this point, and not even in a word level anymore. You know, your language evolves. I used to talk with my mouth. I used to talk with my body a lot. Now I just talk with my energy for real. People just kind of be understanding what I'm like putting down, and so I know for a fact that like anybody in the content space with me, like if I really took it seriously, like I'm sorry, like I'm just taking over, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. But like literally, yeah, that's just what it is. When I am trying something, I am the greatest. I am the apex of that industry. That's not even how I feel. That is what I am. That's just what I know. Apex of the industry, whatever industry that may be. I am the industry. So honestly, it's all a matter of taking out the mental blocks and just fully being locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still have not seen full lock in Dead Man, right? But I have ebbs and flows for sure. Well, I'm basically just doing paperwork. Luckily, I'm in a midnight shift job where I get a lot of downtime to play games on my phone / Switch, watch streams, etc. Also, oh wow, follower number 420XD, and yet I don't even blaze a lot like a lot of my friends because it mess with my other meds hard. I can never. I'm too introverted for that. It is, yeah. I mean, and I don't think. I feel like introversion is so. So hear me out. I have friends who are introverts, and honestly, when I was younger, I thought I was an introvert, and when I was older, okay, what I'm gonna say is, man, language is literally just a system of control. When you think about everything in life is duality, right? You have your dark side. You have the dark side of yourself. You have the light side of yourself. That is a core energy in the universe. There's light and dark. Light is literally the absence, or darkness is literally the absence of light. Good is the absence of evil, right? There is when things are there and when things are not there. That is the distinction between things, right? So, introversion is a lack of extroversion. Extroversion is a lack of introversion. But if both of these are just man-made words, and both of these are things that a person that could be experiencing these same mental states, mental qualities, is experiencing and just calling. It's like somebody who's able to do the same things as you named a set of behaviors, but they can do the same thing as you. So what does it mean for them to name those behaviors versus you naming those behaviors? You know what I'm saying? It's like if they're a person that walk on two legs and have a brain and have two eyes and have the same human anatomy as you have, what makes them so different from you and puts them in such a position to determine what your mental and physical states are? Think about that. Yes. The only if you think about that, the only thing that the people who have created all of the terms that you now use in regular language, the only difference in between you and them is that they were alive first. So they had a chance earlier in the timeline to just make something that sticks. But even though it sticks, it's still just made by a guy. It's all started with a guy. It's all started from somebody's head. So you could have made the same idea up, right? So I don't believe in introversion and extroversion because or rather, maybe introversion and extroversion is real, but I feel like the way that it is discussed, it seems kind of like a limiting thing, right? I feel like instead of an extrovert being somebody who excels really well in social situations and likes to be around people and communicate with anybody, and an introvert is somebody who is in this sort of box, right? It sounds as if those two people are in those boxes, and extroverts don't know how to sit down and be by themselves, and introverts don't know how to be social. But rather, what I think it really means is, as an extrovert, you have a high inclination to go and talk to other people, but you still have the capability to be by yourself and actually be introspective and everything. It almost sounds as if extroverted people need other people to be around to function, and that's not true, because I'm very good in social situations and things of that nature, and honestly, I'm to a point now where I am trying to get out more and talk to more people and be in more social settings, but also at the same time, I'm okay in my own energy. I'm okay being at my house and not giving a shit. What if I told you that the extrovert you and the introvert you are just two sides of the same spectrum, and you fluctuate in between? Because you can find friends, right? Even if you haven't found friends yet in life, you can still find friends. So it's like the extroverted side of you comes out whenever people you like are around. The extroversion comes out whenever it's worth it, and the introversion comes out whenever it's necessary. It's funny because it depends on the situation. At my brother's wedding, I literally couldn't talk to anyone. I had a panic attack because the crowd of people that were not like me at all, bunch of dude bro jock types, but at an anime convention I could literally chat up 100 strangers in a day, no problem. Exactly, right? Yeah, just as you said, when you like people you're around, you can be more extroverted. Literally, you're pretty much, there is no you are one way or this way. You're not. That's why there are people who are depressed, but even people who are depressed have random moments where like they don't feel depressed, It's very infinitesimal, those moments, but it happens every now and then where they don't feel so bad because there's another side of them that is actually a happy person, and there's a possibility for them to reach that other side of the spectrum of emotion. What the problem is that people aren't realizing that the part of them that they think feels like shit and the part of them that they think feels good, they don't realize that those two people are the same person and that they literally just have to shift their perspective. That's all it is. It's like imagine if you had a yard this wide, but whenever you're looking at stuff from this side of the yard over here, it all looks like shit because of the angle you're looking from. And then you walk over to the other side of the yard over here and you look from this angle and it all looks wonderful because of the angle you're looking from. If your life looks like shit, make sure you are standing in the right part of your garden. Make sure you're standing in the right part of your garden first. You know what? Rather than it looks like shit from over here, it looks good over here. There are wilting flowers over here that are dying and everything because your life should be your tranquil, your garden, your zen, whatever, right? You have these dying flowers over here and you have these good flowers over here. If you focus on the dying flowers, you're going to think you have a dying garden. But if you focus on the good flowers, you're going to realize that there's still good to it and that sometimes everything's not going to stay 100% all the time and things need to be maintained. That is your life. It's not going to be 100% all the time, but you do have to maintain those things that are wilting. Sometimes you got to empty it out and clean it up. I told somebody at work the other day, not a coworker, a customer. I just told a customer, because a customer, I'll be honest with you, I really don't care about the opinions of other people, and I'm accepting a positive feedback loop into my life, right? So I'm extroverted when it comes to message, not much when I speak. And honestly, it doesn't. And honestly, what you have to, what helps is you're not extroverted when you message, and you're not introverted when you speak. You're just you all the time, and you all the time is susceptible to change, and that's okay. That's okay. That's where it is, bro. It's not a matter of your one thing or the other thing because that's what locks you in a box. In life, we are taught to think one of two ways. And sometimes you're given this extra thought of like, oh, there's more options, but like you're expected to think one of two ways, right? Think about the fact that everybody has an Xbox or a PlayStation, and they possibly have a Switch as well, right? The Switch is the possible third option. Your PC is a possible fourth option. Yes, but the main two consoles that everybody has is a PlayStation or an Xbox. I don't even have a PlayStation or an Xbox right now, but even when I had my PC for a while and I knew I wouldn't play a console, I still bought a PlayStation just because that's just like in my mind. Like I love PlayStation, I love Sony, but I don't have a console right now, and I'm thinking about getting like an Xbox just because I want to get the Xbox Game Pass again. And I'm not even an Xbox like fanboy or nothing like, and I'm not saying that you're a fanboy if you like Xbox, because literally, Xbox does have some good games. When are you starting a podcast? I do need to. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I got a thumbnail for a podcast like yesterday. An interesting type of podcast for sure. Pocketing it would just give me terrible. Okay. Yeah, I try not to let circumstances change certain parts about me if I can help it. Like, I'm an honest person with integrity, no matter how bad my financial situation might be. F you, Blue UG. Jeez. If I see someone drop a $20 bill in front of me in line at a grocery store and they don't know, I'm gonna still pick it up, tap them on the shoulder, and give it back because I don't know their situation, and no matter how much I might need that money, they might need it more. Exactly. It's just like, plus, I have been proven time and time again. It's like when you know the outcome, it's hard not to take the action. And time again, this has been proven. And this is not. I feel like basically what your ability to manifest is based on is one, experience. How many times have you experienced something and you know it can happen? And two, how hard do you believe that shit can happen again? And then there's that third layer to it where it starts to get really complicated. Like, how much intention are you going to put into this happening? Because sometimes I put the intention for something that I spawn ideas in, and that shit happened 3 days later. I'm dead ass, bro. I spawned ideas and that shit happened 3 days later. How many subs am I at on YouTube? On YouTube, I have 746 subscribers. I'm gonna put my intentional energy into this content for the next. I mean, I don't want to say for the next few days. Obviously, I'm gonna keep doing it, you know. But life comes in seasons and waves. I be having, obviously, from talking, you can tell that I've been doing different things. Like, dude, okay. I'm gonna just go on a personal tangent here, a personal little tirade here, guys. I have been just like missing out. I went to my first anime convention actually like 2-3 weeks ago, and man, it was a fresh of breath air being in that bitch. I was like, oh my gosh, bro, this is what I really don't, bro. I don't care about the hoes, bro. The hoes be mad, infantile. They just be smooth brain for real, and I'm just like, you kind of stupid for real most of the time. But I went to the anime convention and I was like, yo, even if y'all are stupid here, like I'm down to like learn, inquire a little more, just cause you being here lets me know that we're into some similar shit. But you being here in a cosplay lets me know what shows you're into, so that's already a good talking point I can break away into. Or you're just getting collectibles and shit. I didn't keep quiet about that. Literally after I went to the convention, I streamed maybe like 2-3 days afterwards, and I talked about it. But no, it was great. I ran into a girl cosplaying as Nico Robin, and she was walking with another girl who was cosplaying as Weather Report from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I was like, bro, this image right now in front of me is just too incredible. I need a picture right now. And of course, we all took a picture together. But nah, bro, I was like, this is the zone here. Missed it, I guess. It'd be like that. Nah, it's fine, bro. Our sleep schedules are just literally opposite. Like, you stay up all night. And I don't know, our sleep schedules aren't opposite, but they're just staggered out enough that like they just don't line up. Cause when I'm disciplined and I'm trying to like actually lock in, and you know, what I do is I go to sleep at 7 p.m. and I wake up at 2 a.m. and I hit the gym. That's when I'm super disciplined. And I've done it to where like, oh, okay, I'll just go to the gym whenever I wake up. But honestly, if you can't wake up at the same exact time every day and just go at the same exact time every day, it just kind of messes you up. Your energy is just going to be imbalanced because like you're not getting the same amount of rest time between each workout if you're going at different times every day. So realistically, what I want to do is find another job that has because my schedule fluctuates a lot, and it's because I tell them, it's whatever, but like I need to get a schedule locked down a little more so that I can get back to a solid, consistent gym schedule. Because like I am trying to push, bro. Like I'm still on my weight loss and muscle gain journey and all that. I miss attending anime cons. Haven't gone to one since the Big C. The one I used to go to every year still took a year or two off after the pandemic ended, and I just don't know if I can afford to take the time off of work and etc., you know? I mean, so Animal Delos, my man. What I had to learn is, even though it is good to be considerate of other people, you can only live your life. Saying that it would feel bad to go and not have them around, that's fair. But I feel like the only things in life that feel bad are the things that we're used to. I feel like if you went by yourself, you still would be able to make the experience what it is. But also, if you feel because you said you were at that wedding and you said you were so anxious you couldn't like talk to people, but you also said at anime cons you could talk to people. But if you feel like your friends are a buffer zone almost as well, that kind of make it a little easier, make you more comfortable to talk to people, that makes sense. But if you feel like you can go to an anime convention by yourself and just like talk to people and vibe out, I say it's worth it, bro. I went with my homie, but honestly, even if my homie didn't want to go, I feel like I still would have gone. Because the vibes there were crazy. My work hours are disorganized. I work both days and nights. Dead month in January, though, so I'm just stuck staying up late and sleeping through most of the day. And honestly, your job is a waste of time. What do I mean by that? Your job is just another system of control that was implemented into you from school, because in school you're taught to stand in line and follow the rules and turn in your assignments to your teachers and go to lunch at a specific time and get to school at a specific time and go home at a specific time. What does that translate to in work? Getting tasks from your manager, turning in those tasks to your managers. You have specific lunch breaks. You really get shitted on if you come to work late, and you also really can get shitted on if you leave work late and you're supposed to not be there after a certain amount of time because of overtime, blah 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 blah. School literally just conditions you for jobs. But if you found another money system where you can make passive income, that is really the only way to escape your job. But we're not talking about that right now. That's a whole different stream that could be eons long. But basically, if you are at your job and you are taught to do this thing 40 hours a week, but you low key, and you can like your job, but also your subconscious doesn't like. It's weird. You can like doing things for other people, but you like doing things for other people your own way. Like, I love helping people. I love talking to people. I love inspiring people. And even though I do all of those things, standing behind the bar where I work, and it's chill. I'm not gonna lie, the vibes are cool and all that. Even still, I hate doing that shit just cause like somebody else determines if I get paid or not. I clock in, I clock out. That determines how much money I made because it's being tracked in the system. But if somebody fucks up a check and my money doesn't show up on the day it's supposed to and it shows up the day after, somebody else was in charge of my money and I don't like that. I hate that shit, right? So it's like, as long as that's a thing in the back of your mind, as long as you can wake up one morning with the thought in the back of your mind that somebody else can fuck up your money for the day, especially when you're supposed to have it, you'll never be okay with what you're doing. So, if you go to your job and you don't like every single aspect of it, you don't absolutely love it, which the only job that you can love every single aspect of is like a job only you could create for yourself because only you know yourself to that extent. If you're working a job where you don't like every single aspect of it, eventually you will get a little burned out on it, I feel like. And since when you're at work, you find different ways to like pass the time and bullshit and get to the shift, you pretty much practice wasting your time for 40 hours a week, so that when you have, because how many days are in a week? 7 days are in a week. 7 times 24 is 168. So if you spend 40 hours of your week working, that's an extra 128 hours of your week that you have just to do other stuff. But since you spend a very huge portion of that, and think about this. If you sleep for 8 hours, I pretty much clean kitchen filters, vents, and kitchen equipment. So depending on what it is I'm cleaning, generally doing 4 to 6 hours, maybe more times. So that's exactly what I was saying right there. You have a very specific job, I feel like, where it's like you can't really sit down and be bored unless what you're doing becomes mundane to you. And you're like, yo, because even that, like something that you are having to lock in and do, even if you do it long enough, I feel like you're gonna just eventually like learn how to do that shit to a degree where you can autopilot that shit. Obviously, if you're working with tools and stuff like that, it's not as easy as that because you got to be extra careful to make sure not to like fuck your hands up or anything like that or any body part up. But mortally injure yourself. There we go. But even still, I feel like it can get mundane at a certain point, and it can feel like you're just like in a simulation at a certain point. It's like even when you're paying attention, it's like your body kind of just knows what to do, and it's just, you just feel kind of like a robot just doing it. You just feel so stuck doing it. I don't know, and that's why I feel so. That's why I be feeling so. That's why if I go to work and I don't do whatever I want, I just feel so robotic. I'm just like, nah, bro, fuck that. Like, dude, there'll be customers at the bar, and I'm just like, dude, I don't. Only time I can sit down is when I want to break. When I'm done, I just clean up and pack up and go home. Exactly. That's fair. See, and that's why it's good to gauge the room and figure out who does what, you know? For me, who's a bartender, who if nobody comes in to drink or anything, I'm pretty much just sitting there with my dick in my hands. Like, it's different for me, right? But still, there are ebbs and flows in everything. We got a nice little push there. Realistically, I don't even really care about the tickets because I already did the free multi. I more so care about, and I already wasted like the other little tickets. You only get 15 free tickets. I just want the page here so that, because I know I'm not going to be done farming this with just these points. But realistically, what I want is the SSR frame, because I need to get Pride to 5-star. The free to play Jogo memory. When I was there a ticket in there? I mean, there was probably a ticket earlier in the. So. No ticket. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm moving a little too fast here. So we got 30 Phantom Medals. That's always good. So there's no more summon tickets in here. But, you know, usually every single page that has the skill page has, or the recollection bit has, you know, tickets with it as well. So I think I have 145 tickets now, unless I already had the ticket from that page. I don't know. Oh, feels so great. Nice. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Up here. Isn't there one for resetting it one more time? Yeah, there is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. That was 300 cubes, though. That's fire, honestly. Um, but, what did I just say? Completing all those got me this. Y'all said Deadman has the godliest single luck on the internet? Now let me stop. Dude, I'm gonna be real with y'all, chat. Like, that self control is a daunting task for sure, and it's also hard because every decision that you make, is there we go. Every decision that you make in the day is literally just taking away from your ability to make like accurate, good decisions later on in the day. And the first time you make a bad decision in the day, the rest of the day can just be riddled with really bad decisions. Unless you have a really good system to get yourself back on track. But yeah. So guys, I needed to get Pride 5-star because every time I look up a video on how to do something, like, I'm just like, bro, they got Pride 5-star and I'm lacking. They need to give out more cubes in this game. The reason I like 70S so much because it's free to play friendly. This game isn't. Yeah, this game is not free to play friendly. But I'll be fair though. I spend like every single cube that comes my way, so I'm not contributing to the perspective of, yeah, no, free to play friendly. Like, no, I'm not contributing to that at all. All right, my free to play SSR single summon right here. This Black Flash about to go crazy. No, I'm trolling. I don't even care. Like, I don't care about Geto. I got Gojo, bro. And honestly, to get Gojo a second time, I need 10 more multis, which honestly, that's only 30k cubes. I'm cool with that. So Animal Delos, I'll say this. Trying to get all the characters is it is a daunting task. I mean, especially considering the fact that they are speed ramping this game. Could you imagine Gojo animation on a single? That'd be crazy, dude. One of the first. Oh, yo, what am I doing? I have like nothing else to do on this version, but I can switch over to JP. I was like, I have a Sukuna, and on the first summon I did on that account, I summoned Sukuna twice. The Jogo event will have to wait. Don't want to try for a 40 right now. I feel like nah. I'll just farm. I'll farm Jogo on the side. Let's get the VP and cook in. I have Dokkan as well, but I'm definitely. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm definitely not trying to play that right now, but I'm definitely like. Definitely not that enthused to play it right now. So I'm being real. I do have to go to the bank before I go to work. But yeah, nah, chat. Find a like-minded people and just go on the vibe out and do like, you know, crazy. Like, bro, yesterday I went to the restaurant that I work at. We went out to eat and drink, and we sat at the bar and we watched the soccer game like the whole time we were there. It was super chill. where I live is kind of like an oddity because it's just like a crazy like little community. It's just a crazy little community. Like the people who have already been here beforehand, and it's just like it feels like all of this like the people already lived here, and then let me not fall for the trap and turn off my music real quick so I don't get copyrighted from Avant. But the people who are here have lived here for a while. Like this is already an old established community, or it's like a 5 year old community, I guess. But no, it's not a 5 year old community. It's much older than that. All of the housing and new housing and shit is 5 years old. And all of the dude, okay. So I gotta close all the fucking blue stacks just to make that one part of it work. Yeah, that's wonderful. Alright, I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I appreciate you for being here. Like, you get some good rest, bro. The problem with Japanese gacha games is, well, not even. The problem with the Japanese and global side of a gacha game, it's like you play the global version and you can play the Japanese version because you know all the stuff is out first, but it's also like, why even bother really going through all the extra stuff? But if there's one thing that is for sure, it's the fact that the JP version definitely just kind of gives me more JJK to play whenever my account's all farmed out. And honestly, my account's not 100% farmed out. I'm just gonna go ahead and start farming something on the side though. Bling bong bong, bling bling bong bong. It's only 5:35. It's still not 6 yet. Goodness. Like, bro, this stream is probably going to be shorter than my streams usually are, but this is literally just like I woke up and I had productive stuff I wanted to do on my computer, and I felt like since I was in a mindset to be productive, I should at least utilize some of that energy towards the stream real quick, even if it's a short cause like bro, even if you stream for 1 minute every day, you still streamed 365 times that year. You know what I'm saying? The end of Liverpool. That's so odd that it forgot to give me that before I. I meant to look and see who else is on that ghetto banner, but I think alright, I'm back. Had a guest check out super early. Yeah, it'd be like that. I was gonna say, I switched over to JP because the global version, I'm probably about to just auto battle some shit on that. Global's got that. Global's got that special banner pack where every day you log in, you either get a ticket for the standard banner or the gyms, and then if you pay the premium, you can get like ghetto tickets every day as well. That's a little slimed out if you ask me. Yeah, who's on Ghetto's banner? If there's nobody else on Ghetto's banner, which there probably isn't, because that parfait shit is ass. And yeah, today I got the Gojo animation on a paid daily single on Blue Toto's banner. Why couldn't it have been Team Ghetto's banner instead of an absolute useless unit that I'll never build? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, literally, bro. Like, honestly, most of the banners, like even the limited banners, most of them are just kind of dog shit right now because they're not adding any of the new like SSRs to them. So it's just like, man, I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs, waiting to spin my cubes, or literally just dumping cubes into a shitty banner because you have nothing else to dump them into and you don't know what's coming. You know. or rather, you think something's gonna be there in a little while. That's why I'm kind of like, it's. I mean, hey, bro, if you think you can save for all those characters, I don't think there's a problem with spending money in the game. I think that you should definitely still make an effort to save cubes though, because you know how much spending can be in this game. But I think that if you feel like you can get Yuji and Gojo and Sukuna and Miguel, go for it, bro. But you definitely don't need all of them. You only need Gojo and Sukuna, really. I'm like pretty much convinced I'll only ever get featured on Gojo animations. But if that's really want the unit is pity or bust, that's it, lol. But units I don't want, like Blue Toto, here you go. And always when I do the paid singles because it's discounted recollection bits / soul shards basically. I mean, but if you summon a, I mean, yes, only 100 cubes, but every cube counts. Just like every penny adds up to $1, you know? Like every bit counts. So I can't make the argument that it's worth it because sometimes you do that single and all you get is a rare character or a rare page. Oh. When I get Momo and D Gumi, I already have 1,000 soul shards, aka 4 dupes I can buy from that shop. Yeah, no, I definitely get that because so funny story. Oh, I'm not playing the global version anymore, but I can still show it on here. So, on global, I literally had 1,800 of these, and I spent them just maxing out all like the standard characters and stuff because before the characters that I was supposed to be working on, I was actually how do I say? The characters that I wanted to work on before, I'm sorry, I lost my thoughts. The characters I wanted to work on before, some of them had shards in here, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish. Oh no! I needed Blue Megumi for a specific mission, and Blue Megumi was literally one of the characters that I was still like willing to work on for like future, and now he's not. But even still, I literally bought 3 dupes for him and just like fused them into him so that I could have him 5-star to give him extra stats. That's what it was. But even still, it doesn't matter. I'm already back up to 500 of these. I can buy 2 character dupes right now, and I summoned Blue Momo. So like all it takes is 2 dupes for me. But realistically, I know, like, if you just prepare yourself for the best possible outcome, then it doesn't really matter. Like, dude, I have 144 tickets right now on the global version. Or I'm sorry, 146 tickets right now on the global version. I know you said you have 600. That's excellent. Save those, right? But with my 144 tickets, I'm literally just trying to build back up to 200 tickets because when I get 200 tickets, that's 20 multi-summons. If in those 20 multi-summons, I can't pull a domain expansion for Shiguro or Momo or Hollow Purple Gojo at all, then I'm just cooked, bro. And honestly, I do want this Yuji as well. I don't have him at all in the global version, but low-key, I use him on the Japanese version. I feel like this man still be hitting crazy. Yeah, like, at least Sukuna I only need 1 copy. I have 5 SSR generic dupe shards saved for him. I had 6, but I used one on Team Joe after pitying him for the 25% stats for Tower. Of course, yeah. Literally, and honestly, bro, I already kind of, like, accepted in my mind, like, I did the first multi for Gojo with the free tickets, and I got Gojo in the first multi, and then I was like, okay, well, since I already have him, and Gojo's already guaranteed, he's literally already in my account, I'm just gonna go to pity any fucking way. I don't care, cause now I just know I'm getting a dupe. But what'll be like, but you know, what you do is you set up for one situation, and then whenever something exceedingly crazier happens, you're just kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, that's cool too. But yeah, these, like, I'm not even worried about buying these shards for character specific because I feel I'm just gonna summon the characters. And honestly, even if I don't summon the characters on the regular banner, like, as long as I summon 1 copy of Domain Expansion for Shiguro, I'm pretty sure I'm actually in a really good spot. Well, no, I need blue combo as well. But he's not as important. He's literally just like a backline unit for extra damage. Not for extra damage, for if a DPS in front dies. Yeah, like if I ended up getting multiple Sukunas in one multi or off the tickets or whatever, then I just have an extra SSR generic dupes to dump into Zone Yuji, for instance. Exactly. And honestly, I had Zone Yuji on the JP version. Like, dude, the amount of times I re-rolled, and I don't re-roll. The amount of times I re-rolled this version of the game, whenever the anniversary came, I re-rolled an account that summoned the SSR Kaito, the new one, in one multi, and then I summoned the Yuji in two multis. Then I re-rolled another account where I pulled Domain Expansion Gojo, and I literally had enough summons worked up on that account alone that I had Gojo with a dupe. Then no, I had two dupes in that Gojo, I think. Then I literally re-rolled again by accident. I did, or no, the re-roll wasn't by accident, but I think I accidentally unlinked the Domain Expansion Gojo account, which really fucked me up. But I remember I had an account where I summoned Sukuna on a Gojo animation, and then I summoned Yuta from the free multi on his tickets, and then I also was like, let me summon for Domain Expansion Gojo. So I was cooking. I had a bunch of different like crazy accounts, lost them, bits, whatever. But I don't seriously play JP like that anyway. I like to play global. I just tap in on JP every now and then to really see what's going on, hands on. But I used to want the Zone Yuji, but then I was like, you know what, bro? I know how this game is, and I'm not about to sit here and believe. Because if I want Zone Yuji and Sukuna and Gojo, like the less characters you want, the better. Because the less cubes that you need, and then you can literally just start saving towards a specific number of cubes. And then once you get past that number of cubes, you can do whatever you want. But like all I want, or let me see, I need Yellow Yaga, who doesn't come out on the standard banner, so I have to summon for him individually. Or we'll probably need like a second standard banner update or something like that. But yeah, as of right now, Yaga's not on the standard banner. Momo, Kamo, Hollow Purple Gojo, Red Nobara, Incomplete Domain Megumi. All of those characters are characters on the standard banner that I could be summoning for. And literally, Gojo, Nobara, Momo. I just need duplicates. Megumi, Yaga, Kamo. I need to actually acquire. But I think if I just need to get those three characters, I think I'll be fine. Like if I'm doing 200 summons and then getting 2 tickets and then doing 2 more guaranteed SSRs, like I feel like the chances of getting them gotta be high. Not high, but like I feel like I just manifested, man. But also, fuck 1,000 crystals. All I need is 600. I just want these 2 crystals right here because these, like, you will always be able to summon these characters, but this 2 of these is crazy. This is for your limited characters right here whenever their banner's going. Like, I hope by the time they update the game and give us back 2 of these in the shop to buy, I hope. My bad, I'm just looking at some characters here. Yellow Nanami, Blue Yuji, Blue Toto, Yellow Mekamaru, Red Nobara, Momo. Like these 2 I want dupes for. The Nobara, good to know that. We'll get 2 generic dupes for the 600 soul shards. Exactly. Because that, literally, I'm just going to use that on, well, my priority for dupes is Domain Expansion Gojo, then Sukuna, then Yellow Gojo, then... So, honestly, the only reason why I'm not saving shards for Sukuna and Gojo is because, like, who knows how crazy my luck is going to be when I'm summoning for them. I might just get them 5-star. Who fucking knows, bro? Which that sounds super crazy to say, but like I might. That's super optimistic for this game too. But I might get them 6-star. And honestly, I'd prefer to give the crystal to Yuta right now because Yuta and Gojo. Yuta and Gojo are in my account right now. So it's like I know that they're going to give me like the benefits right now. Like even though Yuta doesn't heal himself, the heal is still good in general, and by me giving him dupes, I'm just giving him extra stats, so he's in less positions where he needs to heal himself. But yeah, literally, before these even come back, I will definitely be running into another, because if you look at this, like, bro, there are so many different ways to get those crystals. It's just that you got to be very like you got to pay attention to it for real, for real. Like you get the shards for the dupe crystals from Phantom Tower, then you also get the shards for the dupe crystals from Phantom Pass, but it's a specific way because if you pay for the higher tier Phantom Pass, instead of just getting 500 diamonds down here, you're gonna get a box that has 500 diamonds and it has two of the character dupe shards. So if you wait 5 months and buy this all 5 of those months, that's another just free character, not free character dupe, but like this is $7 a month. So you're technically paying $35 for a character dupe, but that's cheaper than the typical $40 price tag on it, and it was given to you spread out, and so many other rewards were here. So honestly, it's kind of nice this way too because that almost gives you a chance to like do other things and try to get the shards from other places, so that like before 5 months even comes, you're already like chilling on this, and you just have extra shards left over for the next time you buy it. You know, I can't wait for this to like come out on global. This is literally just a pass for the first half of the story, and this is a pass for like the second half of the story. But or not second half. They split the story mode up into two different things now because I guess they decided to the things that are more hard to come by are the stamps. They give us one, we get like 3 from Tower up to 60. There was like one from a pack or whatever, and then if we get that one server event that JP got where they gave them the stamp even though they technically completely earned it, they didn't earn it. That's only 6 at the moment. I use one of Yuta, and the other ones are being saved for. So I have 8 characters specifically that I'm trying to use the Phantom Seals on. So I already know who. That's why I've already used all 3 of mine. Because it's like when you already know what you're gonna do, you're just kind of like, all right, bro. I'm just gonna. It's like I know they're gonna give us another Phantom Seal in the future. Like not me having to earn one. I know they're just gonna give us another one in the future. So I don't even care. But yeah, my next Phantom Seal, the closest Phantom Seal I got coming is beating the tower on floor 50, which I'm on floor 40 right now. So 10 more floors. That's crazy to think about. Goodness, I've been cooking that tower. And honestly, I didn't even think I was cooking the tower that hard. You don't think you're cooking the tower that hard until you're 10 floors away from being done with the whole damn thing. But like, yeah, no, all these rewards right here are going to be insane. Because like, bro, that's a lot of XP and a lot of JP over here. And like, what's going to make this even crazier is, let's see, that's 10 tickets right there alone. That's 5 AP packs. 5 more AP packs. 10 more tickets. Like, bro, it was an absolute painful hell, and that was before Teen Joe too. Bro, it was so I beat floor up to 38 without Megumi or Gojo, and then when I got Gojo, I got up to floor 40. What is this? Do curse object collection 120 times, and I've only done it 100. Oh, that's not 120. Is counting hard? Wait a minute. Let's just level up real quick. Who cares? Ah, that panda looks so goofy. He looks so cartoony. Okay, what's this? Oh, donate investigation 3 times? Oh, that's a tall order right now. Do I want to try to get the rest of these tickets? Not really. Not right now. That's a lot of work. Can't sit on that 408 stand. I'm gonna do a little bit of story mode, and then I guess I'll do a summon for because I'm actually summoning for Domain Expansion Gojo on this account. Domain Expansion Gojo. No. Oh, what? Bro, the last time I looked at this... Oh, it's not that you get half the points in pity. It's that you can only trade up to 100 points, I think, is what it is. Yeah, you can only trade up to 100 points. What? Oh, wait. No, 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 no. You can only add up to 100 points from the pity points. I see, I see. Hmm. Oh, what? So the pity's not even... So the pity system is use up to 100 points. So you still have to do 15 fucking multis? What? That's not a... Okay, anyway. I just hit account rank 50 today on global. I know there's people who are like 66 already because they're mega leviathans who uber refresh, but still. I started 2 weeks late, so not bad. Yeah, bro. Don't compare yourself to other people, bro. It's okay. It's okay. I'm honestly, bro, I'm one of those people who like refresh like hardcore, and I'm still only level 59, so I'm still not level 60. So you catching up to me, bro. You're doing fine. If I do some experience, I'm not leveling from that. Cause how much do I need? 640, huh? All right, guys. Not to be that guy, but I am gonna start auto battling the story mode because I did get on my computer with other things as my main motive, and that is to look up furniture to replace some of the furniture in my room. So I'm gonna let this auto battle, and we're gonna go to a nice little wonderful place called Wayfair.com. Alas, my shift's almost over anyway, so I gotta get packed up, head out now. But thank you for the stream and real talk, man. Look forward to the next one. Oh, of course, bro. I'll be here, bro. I'm glad you enjoyed, honestly. You pack up nicely and get home safely, my man. Oh, I'm gonna. I am gonna go ahead and end the stream too, because honestly, bro, there's no hype banner or anything like that to summon on or anything. You know, I kind of just woke up, gave you guys the first thoughts of my mind early in the morning, and I'm okay with that. But I hope that you guys did enjoy the stream. I'll be back for some more content sometime today, tomorrow, this week, who knows. But that's gonna be it for your boy Deadman Vince. Hope that you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Nothing like Sukuna being the finish.